Hey guys, it's me Simon and welcome to the first ever episode of Lively Films. We've got a packed first show for you as we're going to be reviewing Dunkirk, taking a look at The Big Sick that was released on Friday, and with the news that the new James Bond film will be released in 2019, we'll be finding out whether Daniel Craig will be returning to the role for his final appearance as Bond. So let's kick things off with Dunkirk. Have a look at the trailer if you want.
Turn it around!
We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall never surrender. We shall never surrender.
It looks pretty intense, and honestly, it is. Dunkirk is the latest addition to Christopher Nolan's incredible back catalogue of films, telling the story of the Dunkirk evacuation during the Second World War through 3 different perspectives. With a running time of just 106 minutes, this is practically a short film in Nolan's terms when you consider the length of Inception and the Batman trilogy, but despite the shorter running time, you are still in for a treat because Dunkirk is explosive and ridiculously intense from the start. The film stars a whole host of new and established British talent, including Tom Hardy, Sir Kenneth Branagh, Cillian Murphy, Mark Rylance, Tom Glyn-Carney, Barry Cohen and Jack Lowden, as well as focusing on Fionn Whitehead, Aneurin Barnard and Harry Styles, who all give fantastic performances as the young soldiers who find themselves on the beaches of Dunkirk. And I know what you're thinking, but yeah, honestly, Harry Styles is actually really good in this film, but don't let that be the only reason to go and see it. Yeah, he's in it, and yeah, he's great, but just go and see it anyway and just move on, it's great. Hardy and Lowden play the roles of Spitfire pilots who watch everything unveiling from the skies amidst the unrest from the soldiers that the RAF aren't offering enough help to evacuate them. Mark Rylance is excellent in the role of Mr. Dawson, who, along with his son Peter and his helper George, make the trip across the channel to help with the evacuation, and Sir Kenneth Branagh is brilliant as Commander Bolton. Honestly, I could go on and on about the performances, but there are genuinely too many to talk about, and it's difficult not to give too much away, so I'll move on. The film is beautifully shot. Nolan somehow manages to create a visually stunning end product that includes all the stories and events. The way he mixes the devastating scenes on the beaches with the rough seas and the gorgeous clear skies over the British Channel and mixes all the stories into one film with 3 very different perspectives is mind-blowing. So, all in all, Dunkirk is an incredible film. It's fast-paced, hectic, explosive and so intense that it just flies by. It did get a bit confusing at the start due to the non-linear storyline, but you can easily figure out what's going on. What I loved about it though is that it's a really amazing story that pays tribute to the great British spirit that played such a huge part in winning the war. So yeah, go check it out guys, it's definitely worth it, and I'm going to give it 4.5 stars out of 5. So, moving on to Bond, it looks like Daniel Craig is returning for one last outing as 007, because on Monday evening, the official James Bond Twitter account tweeted that James Bond will return to US cinemas in November 2019, with a traditional earlier release in the UK and the rest of the world, which means that Craig must be carrying on. It does seem a bit weird though, because as everyone knows, after his last outing for Spectre, he publicly came out and said he'd rather slash his wrists than do another Bond film, meaning that he's either a big fan of self-harming or he's been paid a huge amount of money to play Bond once more. I think I know which one it is. Of course, it hasn't been confirmed that Craig is coming back, but realistically, we would have heard by now whether a new Bond had been cast, and so now I guess we just wait until either Sony or Daniel Craig comes out and confirms it. And finally, The Big Sick was released on Friday across the UK by Studio Canal, and we're lucky enough to have a clip of the film, so have a look.
Hi.
Hi. Hello.
My name's Canal.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, we saw you perform.
The Big Sick is based on the amazing true story of Kumail Nanjiani and Emily V. Gordon's relationship. Aspiring comedian Kumail meets Emily at one of his gigs and they begin a semi-serious relationship, which is complicated due to Kumail's parents' strict religious beliefs and their desire for him to marry a Pakistani woman. After calling off their relationship, Emily is suddenly taken to hospital with a mystery illness, and after spending time with Emily's parents, Kumail is forced to reconsider his decision and to deal with the emotional tug-of-war between his family and his heart. I actually saw this film a couple of months ago at Sundance London, and it's brilliant. As well as Nanjiani, the film also stars Zoe Kazan, Holly Hunter and Ray Romero, and it's the perfect date movie to watch this weekend. Directed by Michael Showalter and produced by Superbad and Bridesmaids producer Judd Apatow, The Big Sick is easily one of the best rom-coms of the last decade, and I really recommend you go and watch it. I've given it 4 out of 5 stars. So that's it for this week, guys, but before we go, we got to announce the winner of the Twitter competition we ran last week. Thanks so much to everyone for getting involved and helping spread the word. And the winner is @TomAldo10, so congratulations. We will be in touch and the prizes will be sent off to you soon. Thanks again for watching, guys, and feel free to follow us and get in touch with us on Twitter @LivelyTV with your thoughts on the films we've reviewed, and give us a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Cheers. See ya.